I know, Dobby, I know. I know. Hey, guys. Oh, I hope I set everything up okay. Oh, boy. Getting that flipped around, maybe? There we go. Well, it's a public, yeah, I still gotta do that. Hey guys, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations. I'm so sorry our live stream is running late. I've lost my chair. Am I even on the right channel? Oh no, I think I might be on the wrong channel. Is this correct? Hey Gwen, how's it going? Oh, does it? Okay, cool. Cool. Hey Rebel, hey Abby, how are y'all doing today? I'm so sorry, we just got back in from running errands. I had left the phone at home and was not able to do, I was like, well, maybe we can just, and then I was like, oh, my phone's not here. Okay, give me just a sec while I fiddle about with the tripod. We are professional people. Gwen says, I'm getting married next year. Oh, wow, congratulations, Gwen. That's exciting. Okay, go to rehab on Monday. Ooh, Abby. Well, it's a bunch of good news. Oh, well, thanks, Donna. It's a disaster. I haven't put on makeup. I haven't styled my hair. We were running errands, and I was supposed to be home sooner than this. Hey, Mary Hart. So, yeah, no, I've got an appointment to get more of it cut off this afternoon at like 4:30. Missy says, what are you making today? A mess, I'm sure. We're just not going to send out a newsletter today. Christina's like, you look great. Oh, thank you, Christina. Oh boy. Gosh, what a day, y'all. I got a new tire. Oh, Pro Pool. Gosh, I'm so glad you guys are okay. It's very scary whenever, like, in the past when Randy and I have popped tires. Like, it's just so much can go wrong, and we've been so lucky every single time that nothing has gone horribly wrong, knock on wood, whenever we blow a tire out on the interstate.
Or when the person in front of us just decides to stop.
Oh yeah, that happened today. The person in front of us just stopped on Rangeline and Joplin. They just stopped. Oh my gosh. Procrastinating unpacking my entire house. Thanks for the excuse to take a break. Hey, nice. Hey, Crystal Wizard. Hey, Judy. I need some coffee, too. I am straight up. Propol says we were going 80 miles per hour and lots of semi-traffic. It was crazy. Oof. Yeah, Brandy's doing great. We haven't done any y'all are so nice. I didn't even, like, this is my bed head, y'all. Actually, it calmed down a little bit. It's my bed head. I'm glad y'all like it so much, though. And we're dying of allergies. I think the world, like, it's been raining so much that the world is blooming with, like, mold spores. So that's a thing. Let's get over here into this room. I think we have some mail opening today. I don't know what this box is, but I'm going to open it. Almost stuck on the cords. Oh, there's already a chair here. Okay, I will be right back. Y'all talk to that house plant for me while I'm gone. I'll be right back.
Okay, I think that's all the trash is gathered before tomorrow. Make sure she's plugged in. But she did not leave her phone charging while we were gone. Okay, how's everybody doing? Whoa! Calm down there, Sam. Finally made it to a live. Woohoo! Hello. So no new toaster, good mess. It's a big enough box though. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we if you have purchased something from us from I think 1 on today, then it has not been shipped, but anything prior to 1 has been shipped. So your packages are in the mail, which is awesome. Okay, cool. Dogs, calm down, please.
I've lost my purse. I can't find it. Hey, Cal.
Which purse?
Huh?
Which purse?
I don't know, the one that I have today.
Is it the big
Did I
hippie
lose
bag
it?
purse?
Yeah. I put,
Well, here, you come and do your live stream.
okay.
Why do you need your purse?
My bottle of water is in there. Hey, can I have a hug?
No.
Please. But I'm so lonely.
Look at that cat.
Look at that cat. Oh, you get the best hugs.
She says I am on all the rods.
I just need like 10,000 Randy cuddles.
No.
It's been a long day. And I've only been awake for like 20 minutes or something. Okay. Hey guys. Okay. Did y'all have a good conversation with the houseplant? Tablet and space internet. Okay, we are on space internet, but I was on top chat, so now I'm on live chat. I've lost my tablet. No, I didn't. I was talking to anything else, but you can't cuss. We're on YouTube. They'll yell at us.
Oh no. Well,
Oh,
kids
you
should
kinda...
be in school anyway.
Yeah, they should be. Oh, thank you, Andy. You are the
Come
bomb
on,
diggity. Give me like just a minute to like get my brain working. Like all of my hamsters are just laying, they're just laying down on the job. Couldn't remember the live chat. Gotcha. I would like it to be in the shape of a crumb. What's this, Gwen? I'm sorry, Gwen. We actually aren't taking any custom orders right now, because my life is not like in shambles or anything, but it's just we've bitten off way more than we can chew for like 3 years now. Judy says mail. Yes, we're gonna open some mail. Well, you're just running around all over the place, aren't you, Z-Dog? I love you, little buddy. I missed you. They lose their minds when we're gone. Oh, but I didn't hear it respond. Did you not talk for the plant? You were supposed to be like, "Hi, everybody." Oh, thank you.
I didn't know that plant was supposed to be done.
Randy brought me a box of mail.
Hey, you guys can hear the plant?
They can hear you can hear the plant too? Okay. This is documents enclosed. I don't even know what's in here. Does it say who it's from? No. Shipped from a returns center. What is this? Who sent me this? Is it anthrax? Y'all gotta stop sending me anthrax. I don't think Randy got the memo on that, right? Not my mail. He says I haven't finished eating the first pack of anthrax. I don't think you eat anthrax. Do you? I mean, I guess you can. I'm not your boss. Cass Love says I love plants. I love plants too. What is this? I think this might be from... Nope. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. I'm going to open it though. I'm opening it if I can. I'm going to have to Hulk rip it. There we go. Oh. What on earth is this? right? You're killing us. And I cannot even show you what else is in here. What is happening?
That box was for me. That's like candy brown over the bucket.
Woo!
Yeah, you
no,
can't show
no, or
that.
anything. I can't even show those. Are those edible genitals? Like,
Yep.
what has happened? Z, don't sniff that. Well, I don't really know how to process that. Like, well, first off, I don't think it's gonna fit me, or Randy for that matter. Oh, how do we even segue back into crafting after that? Someone wants to spice up your love life. We don't need it that spicy, y'all. Like, I'm like, man, this is some zesty ketchup. Like, we don't need spice. Yvette, what? What on earth? I'm awake now. I'm confused. Am I awake? With that laugh, you don't need to show us. Oh my gosh. Y'all. God, I'm not even gonna. Testing the waters for an after dark. Oh my god. Y'all, though. I'm gonna read the box. I gotta. Because it's a matching set, the tops and bottoms. One size fits most. Sugar confectionery. What?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. It's all a dream, honest. Yvette, this is not me. I swear, because Yvette, you told me that you were sending us something. I mean, I'm not mad. What's the, how much?
Are you looking at the nutritional?
Yeah, I'm looking at the nutrition. I'm like, well, how much is a serving size? Is it like half a titty or what? Like, this is incredible. Did you like accidentally say, oh, not that mine will be, okay. Okay, Yvette. Come here, Z-Dog. You are super excited, aren't you? Yes. Do you want to wear a candy bra?
Well, if I'd known we'd had that, we wouldn't need to go to California.
Yeah. I can wear it backpacking. This is 100%. That's how we get ants. Is by wearing candy underwear.
Is that how you attract the bears?
Do what?
The bears.
What about the bears?
The bears are attracted to the candy underwear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Y'all. Okay, let us... Because it doesn't have a note or anything, you guys. Like, it doesn't have a from... I have no idea. I think... Mitch Mama Hen, was this you? Because I think you had said, oh, I'm sending you some sweets from your birthday. Or for your birthday. Buy a girl one stripper pole and you get a reputation sheet. Right, Yvette? Which I tried putting that up into the attic, but I was going to kill myself on the chimney. Like, there's just not enough room. Do I need to send you my address if I bought from your shop? No. If you buy something from our shop, normally it has you put in your address, or if you have like through PayPal, I'm gonna open it. Sometimes I order stuff from Amazon in my sleep. Oh, Rebel. Gwen says, are you coming to MCFC? We don't have any plans to. Is MCFC even happening this year? My mind's like pulled in like 500 different directions. I don't even know where I am. I mean, it feels like that's a lot of candy. Maybe it's a plus size. One size fits most.
I'm half tempted to keep it and put it out in the booth as inventory. Stop.
Do you want me? Oh, you don't want me to open it?
No, I don't want you to open it. Come on, look over it. You're just gonna be having half a bra in your mouth.
Eating it like a goat. Yvette says they just canceled Expo. Right on. Dolly says, I haven't been on your channel in a while. My bad. It looks like you cut your hair. It looks adorable. Well, hey, Dolly. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a mess day. I didn't style it or anything. I had meant to go and get it cut this morning, but they weren't able to fit me in. So we're going back out this afternoon, and I'm going to get it cut, like, I don't know. Do you guys want to...
You can show them the box, I guess.
The box?
But not what's in the box.
Oh, display it. Yeah, that's what somebody sent me. Yeah, well, you know, Judy, whenever I eat M&Ms on the couch or in bed and then fall asleep, I kind of wake up with candy stuck to my boobs. So, that's a thing. But yeah, okay, segueing into something completely different. Y'all want to help me figure out how I should cut my hair? Well, we know what you and Randy will be doing when the live stream is done. No,
Getting your haircut.
Getting my haircut, exactly. On my head. How do I pull up Pinterest? I had to make it super complicated for myself to open Pinterest, because otherwise I'll keep getting on Pinterest. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Smash'ems. Oh, crap. Well, this isn't even the same Pinterest account. Because I don't know how to...
That was all the mail.
That was all the mail. That's all we had. Oh, well, thanks, Christina. Finally, first of the month, so I could sign up on your website today by Patreon. Right on. Bettina, thank you for reminding us. Today, everybody go cancel your Patreon and sign up on our website with our Craft-A-Line Club.
What colors are going to be in the cab box next month?
Like greens and blues.
Well, that's 50.
Greens and blues.
Okay.
Because that's the color of glass that we have. How do you find somebody's board on Pinterest? Because I called it herder. No, I'm not searching for people. How do I find, like, just a board? Well, I can't even show you guys because it's on my phone, the pictures.
What?
Glad you cleared... Oh, Jim. I switched over early on. Right on, Bev. Do you want Randy?
What?
What?
Yeah.
I was going to try to pull up Pinterest on my tablet, but it's a different Pinterest account because I can't figure out how to log in. And I called the board that I can select boards. Herder. Not hooter. Herder. Because that's how Randy and I talk to each other. But I want it to be boards. I found it. Okay, guys. Okay. Is herder Von speak for hair day? It is. Yeah, it's getting my herdered. Okay. No, I don't want to follow it. I just want to look at it. Okay. So I was thinking, I think this is really, really cute. Now, of course, they never show people with like as many chins as I have, but something that can be styled either way. But I think that might be a little too short on the sides for me. So I was thinking about having them do like something like that. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? But I'm just sticking with my regular color, like hair color. But I really love that look. I wish I had a jawline. It would really match better, I think. Right, Drax? Okay, let's see. And I would kind of like to get like highlights and stuff maybe in my hair sometime, but not today, not right before a backpacking trip. I'm just baby stepping. Because it seems like, how do I find my own live stream so I can read comments? I'm so sorry, you guys. Brooke says, I think the spiky one would suit you. Oh, right on. Okay, cool. There it is. Wow, blurry picture and everything. Whew. 10 out of 10, super professional today. Trying to get the comments. There we go. Okay. Well, because like right now, like it's a little too long on the sides, but I want to be able to have like bangs and stuff, and it's long enough that it's getting these like ridiculous cowlicks. Ah. Judy says your hair is too pretty to mess with it. I'm exploring the realm of short hair for a while before I probably just grow it back out. Um, the color. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my hair color. I'm hoping one day before too long, um, I'll start going gray. Like I'm hoping so hard that I go gray instead of just straight going bald. Be like if I had to pick one or the other. Um, Teresa says, "Do you leave this weekend for the camping trip? I liked the 2-day one you put up." Yes, we are going on a 4-day backpacking trip. That we leave this Thursday to get to the hotel and kind of do everything. And it's an 11-hour drive. Um, so, and we're going to be backpacking a segment of the Ice Age Trail. And I'm super nervous. It's my haircut, the purple one. Right on, Sarah. Brooke says I've been in the fog since Thursday. Same. Judy says you will go from red to white, I think. I hope so. That'd be super cool. I want to be like Silver Fox or something. Pro Pool says, I have short hair, 1.5 guard on the sides and about an inch on top. About 2 weeks it gets unruly. I have to get it cut regularly. Right on. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, it helps tremendously, you guys. If you do at Yvonne Williams, it highlights it in orange. And that way I can actually see, because a lot of the times y'all will like be talking to each other. And so I just kind of scan through and try to find the ones. Am I missing something? Beep boop. Oh, and I am on live chat. Cool. Help, how do you cancel Patreon? If you Google how to cancel your Patreon subscription, it'll pop up like, let's do it together. And this is just something that Patreon does not make it easy for you to cancel your stuff. How to cancel your Patreon subscription. Okay. Oh, and this one's actually by Patreon. Okay. You click on the account icon, which is the... I prefer the, well, I don't want to have to download an app. Okay. It says right there, you can see. You go to your account icon in like the top right corner. You click on your profile name. You'll see a list of your current memberships. You scroll down and select the edit or cancel payment option below the update button and select cancel your payment. So, Sarah, our website is backtoearthcreations.com because I joined the other on your website yesterday. All right on, Lydia. Well, thank you for that. And you can actually Google specifically for your device too, like how to cancel Patreon on your iPad or on your Google phone, or I don't know. Hey, Sarah, we saw that. Thank you so much. Mine is a fade from 1 to finger length. That sounds awesome, Holly. Jim says, I think I'm still subscribed to Randy's old account. Oh, goodness.
You should not have been being charged.
Yeah, anybody who's still pledged to Randy's, he says you should not be being charged at all. So, Raven says, I'm almost completely white at 35. Got my first gray hairs when I was 13. Dyed it for a few years. Now I love my right hair. Right on, Raven. And it's become so fashionable, too, that a lot of folks are going through, like, you know, young ladies and gentlemen and just, like doing the silver hair thing, like, as a trend. So, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to dress up today. Let's make some jewelry. How about I'm gonna go grab a tripod. I'll be right back.
Oh, really? I'm being charged. Patreon keeps sending notices.
He's being charged?
No.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, little doggy. I love you. Okie dokie. Wow, what a day already. Sarah says the only reason I can watch right now is because I've been off work for the last 6 weeks because I have an old room. Oh, goodness, Sarah. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're okay. Holy crap. Man, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? When it rains, it pours. And sorry, Zandy, we'll get my order. Oh, you're good, Lydia. I'm sorry we took it down. It's just, it was just one thing after another. And you're doing your first YouTube video. Oh, we'll have to check that out, Lydia. Good luck to you. Sarah? What? 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 Holy smokes, Sarah. What the? Thank you. What even is today? Like, candy boobs and money? Like, what is happening? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sarah. Do you want me to put the candy bra on? Like, I'll do anything. Like, no. Well, I'll put it all like over my shirt. I just want to try it on. What? Well, wow. Thank you. Don't get me. Woof. Okay. Well, do you have any requests for what we should make in today's tutorial, Sarah? That'd be cool. Yeah, for real. Use a candy bra as tassels. Something. Oh, wow. Okay. As soon as I was winding back down into reality, here we go again. Yeah, haircut just got paid by like, damn. Dango.
Sarah says, no need for the bra.
No need for the bra. You sure? Some folks were saying it makes things spicy. This sugar's too spicy for me. Wow. Well, thank you so much. Holy smokes. Well, Sarah, you get to pick which stone we're going to wrap today. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Christina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sarah gets to pick. Oh. Well, thank you guys so much. Holy crepe. Wow. Like, and the crazy thing is I had so many weird, oddly vivid dreams last night. Many of them were horrifying. So, like, right now, I'm like, am I still dreaming? And this is just, like, the good part? Okay, she says 7 or 8. So, I'm going to take them. And left or right? This is my left, that's my right. Ooh, right on, Patio. And don't forget, your first month with us is double cabs. And Sarah gets to pick for sure. What? Left. The hematite. Right on. Oh, you're good, Crystal. No, it's just that the fact that y'all are here, and I do want to just show off these labs real quick because they are super pretty. Because the goal is to get all these bad boys wrapped. Y'all, I need to do my nails. Well, there'll be square wire in the $50 box. We're hoping so. It's difficult to gauge. Like, there's going to be $50 in like a, oh, come on, my brain. There's going to be square wire in the $50 boxes until we run out. And then, so like, if you get in on it towards the end of the month, I can't make any guarantees because we're going to try to order more, but I don't know when it will get here. That's a really pretty one, too. But today, we are wrapping the hematite. Daniel. Okay, scooching all those bad boys over. And should we do, hey, Angie. Should we do square wire around it? Like, I don't even have any examples on hand. Should we do like a woven frame with like a fancy bail and stuff? Or should we do like where the square wires kind of hug the sides, like very Oksana-esque? Like, you get to pick. You can see me in the stone? I do love these. It's like a Snapchat filter. You have to kind of... It's difficult because my perspective right here, I don't know if the camera can see what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, heaven help me. Oh, wow, right on, bro. Oh, all right. Sarah, did you have a yes. Laura Leal says, you okay? No, send help. Oh, really, Yvette? I've never once been able to get a hematite ring. Like, within, like, the first, like, 48 hours, they always bust on me. But yeah, Sarah Amick, do you have a... Whatever works, it's your project. Right on. Okay, and the camera got all your funny faces. Right on. Oh. Okay, well, do you want to pick what color we wrap it in? Should we do titanium toned or... All right on, Crystal. Or copper. Antique copper might look pretty cool. We could do raw copper. That might look really cool because then we could oxidize it. Ooh, you could make a resin ring that looks like hematite. That's true. Hasn't broke yet. Wow. Same response. Right on. Well, I think I'm going to go with the bare copper because I don't know, I just love the way that looks with hematite, and I really want to try oxidizing and stuff more. So let's do some more square wire. And yeah, we've got 18 gauge square and 18 gauge half round. And this is a big boy. Whew. Wow, just what a day. Now, also, don't forget, y'all, in about 20 minutes, we're going to be having a giveaway. So to participate, if you go and leave a comment on last week's live stream, that'll put your name in the hat for this week's giveaway. And we do giveaways every Tuesday at the 1 hour mark when we're streaming, or like 3 Central Standard Time. I actually don't have any gold toned. Gigi, I don't know why I am like this. I'm just about like shaking. Well, thanks, Jim, for hanging out with us. And I think I'm gonna do 4. Ouch. gonna do 4. Sorry, loud noises. Imagine what the privilege of being able to curse our good luck that we've got so many customers. Like Randy and I were kind of feeling that way. We were like, wow, we sent out so many packages, like, almost not complaining at how much work, just being like, holy crap, that was a lot of work. And as remembering when younger us would have been like, just dying for any work, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea. I'm really glad you like our work. Okay. So with the square wire, I want to get it so that all the sides are like lined up so that all the wires are like friends with each other. There we are. And I haven't wire wrapped in like, gosh, probably since last time we wire wrapped together. So I really like this style for just warming myself back up. Getting used to working with wire again. As odd as that sounds. Ow. Okay. Now I'm coming through and smush, smush, smush. Whew, it's just been a crazy, crazy busy month. August has. September's off to a fantastic start, though, I tell y'all what. We actually have 2 camping trips this month, well, backpacking and then a camping trip this month. And then another camping trip first weekend of October. We're just trying to fit it in while the weather's good. Super adorable! They sure are. Okay. So this is one side of our wrapping, and that's the other side. I like to have the side where the snipped ends be up against the stone. And I'm just coming through trying to get everything more or less lined up. And I really like this shape for getting I just absolutely love okay, back to work. I like this shape for Teresa, the wire is not twisted yet. We can totally twist some here in a bit. But I really like using this size mandrel just to get things started. And then also I like to hold it and then roll it between the mandrel and the table, because that kind of flattens everything out and really smushes it up into place. Hey Dodie, she says, hi Ron, hey Dodie. I also make jewelry and I've learned a lot by watching you. Do you think it is more difficult or less work with the square wire versus round? Well, I'm really glad that we've been helpful to you. It's, I don't know. It depends on the gauge, because I actually think this is a little easier with the square wire, because once you have it wrapped, it stays put. Whereas the round wire will still be sometimes inclined to like climb up onto itself and like shift around and misbehave. But the 18 gauge square, even though it still says technically the same gauge as 18 gauge round, it's still a little bit thicker of a wire, so it's a little bit heavier and harder to work with. So that's just something to be mindful of. It makes my head all tiny. Okay. Now up here they're all like twisted and weird, like, and that's something that's really nice about with square wire, that side that flashes, the nice flat facet. So if they start getting twisted, like this one's starting to get a little bit of a twist in them, you can tell by how the light's hitting them. And so I just take it and kind of make sure, and I really only pay too much attention to the immediate bit of the wire, and then I'll straighten that stuff out whenever we get there. Yeah, this square wire is just a ton of fun, y'all. It really is. Okay, so I cannot look at this stone without.
Nightmare fuel.
Is it not? Not my. That is nightmare fuel. Okay. Okay. We'll focus. So now that we've done the initial shaping on the large, I'm going to move on down to this slightly smaller one. Because this one's 1.5 inches in diameter. This one's just 1 inch in diameter. And it just brings things down pretty nicely. So, with that being said, I'm going to place this mandrel back in here. And I'm going to try to pay attention to the center line. And I'm going to bring this piece around. And I'm going to bring this piece around. And those are the 2 backmost wires. And I'm just going to shape them a little bit. And now I want to kind of see just as much in the dead center as what I can get it. And I have a marker that we can actually mark. Okay, so there and there. I'm not, but there's some folks who are just like scientists, like wizards, with being like nice and even and meticulous with how they mark their stuff. I am not one of those people. I would love to be. But here we are. So I've marked it, and I'm actually going to come in here and grab with our pliers, our flat nose, and just bend that straight on down. And then I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to turn it so that I can be in the angle I'm most comfortable functioning in. And I'm going to... Oh, I don't want them crossing though. Hey Tweet, how's it going? Oof, water leaks, yeah. That's no joke. Knock me on my knees. Okay, so now we have, is this our half round wire? No, that's just round wire. Where my half round wire? There it is. Hey Sam, I am. I love that song by them. In Hell Be in Good Company. Alright, is that what it's called? That's a mouthful of a name. Oh gosh, Sarah. Well, thank you for your generosity. I'm so sorry for your loss. Like, that's hard. Gigi. Okay, so now this is another part where I do think it's a little easier with square wire than with round, is just smushing it and just forcing them to sit side by side like they're friends. Instead of like peas in a pod, it's like wires in a wrap. So just nice and next to each other. Now, before we get too much more though, I do want to try to pull this down just as close as we can get it to this join. There we are. Hey Allison, how's it going? And before we do too much, we can test fit. Ooh, that's looking good. It's looking real good, actually. It does look like scarab wings, doesn't it? Huh. And I'm going to kind of, for the sake of being able to wrap, just bend this out a little bit more. You all right, love? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, with round wire, it really is kind of just a butt to work with whenever you're trying to do wraps like this. Not at all saying that it's impossible. It's just you get wildly different effects with the square wire. And I know for the longest time I felt very daunted by square wire stuff because it was like you either had to use bare wire or precious metal. And then I found out about Parawire, who also carries square and half round wires in their enameled non-tarnished colors. And y'all, that is like amazing. That way you can get that really nice silver look. But if you're still learning, or you have a price point in mind that you'd like to accomplish, it's really affordable to work with their enameled square and half round. And I'm just using up this whole segment of half round. Now here at the end, I do want to make sure that the pokey end, the loose end, is going to be between the wire and the stone. Yeah, I think you're right, Dodie. The square wire doesn't really fight as much as the round can tend to. And now to get this nice and even, let's go whack it with a hammer. I'm actually going to bring the hammer and everything over here. So be warned, loud noises. This is a 4-inch steel block with a rubber base, and I'm going to be hitting with the nylon head of my hammer. Really, April? Right on. Well, to each our own for sure. Okay, loud noises. That just knocks it right into line. Because I don't know what we're doing yet, y'all. Except for laughing at these faces. Like, I kind of... Because it's not catching the same in the camera as what I see with my eyeballs just because of the perspective. So maybe if we bring the... I've got to share this with you. You know, it's super important. Christy says, this is my go-to method when things are not quite right. Whack it with a hammer. My beloved stepdad, Fred, always is the answer is often a bigger hammer. I don't know. It's just not catching the same. Y'all, get yourself some hematite and make some goofy faces at yourself. It's amazing. Okay. So. The faces are part of the process, right? Because I don't know if I want to do like little spirals off to the side here, or if I want to split it and wrap it around to the front. Don't know yet. So. I don't know. That's kind of going into something without a plan can sometimes just feel really crazy daunting. spiral and split. I'm not sure if we have enough for that, but I will keep that in mind as we evolve our piece. Okay. So if we have wires 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 is the back wire that we've bent off. 1 we're going to be doing something else with. On wire 3, this is where I think I'd like to start making our veil. Because once we get that sorted, that's like the last part that's like, you know, structural. Everything else after that is just pretty and for fun, really. So I'm lining everything up, gripping it all in my pliers, and just bending straight up, trying to stay in line off camera with the back here. So I'm going to flip that over and do the same thing again. So lining all those pieces up. Oops. And oh, Sarah, a giant ice cream bar. I'd eat the heck out of that. Okay, so it's wire number 3, and just bend it back. Okay, I'm gonna lift the camera because the wires keep hitting it. There we are. Gigi says, I get frustrated with the stone sliding away, so use a drop of wax on my table to hold it down. So when I need to test the wire, it's there. Huh, that's a really good idea. Okay, so now, let's just get those wires out of the way. When I come in, I want to make sure that the stone still fits. And it doesn't really seem to. Drat. Doesn't really seem to at all, does it? Oh, no. Oh gosh. Super durable! Oh, because hematite, I actually have to be pretty careful with. It's a brittle stone. Whew. So I'm really glad that one held together. But it is slippery. Maybe I should get some wax. I know, puppy, right? So everything here is kind of just slippery. Okay, so I'm actually going to unbend the bend out of these wires because it's not quite sized correctly. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but maybe I was just getting ahead of myself. So I think for right here, and if y'all get frustrated at this part, just know that is completely normal. It is very normal to be like, freaking wires. So that doesn't mean that you're not a good wire wrapper, that you're not a good artist, or anything like that. It means you are normal and human. And that's okay too. Let's get some more half rounds going. And I'm just going to snip off maybe about 3 inches worth. Because even if we just use it to temporarily stabilize everything. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. So coming in and bending around. And none of these guys want to behave right now. So that's you just grip them in your pliers and figure it out. gonna double check again, make sure our stone's still sitting. Yep, okay. So I'm gonna give it a smush just to get started with. There we are. Wrap that wire around again. And the more wraps that you get around it, the more they'll kind of sit where they're supposed to. Now, keep this super wonky, but this is also just to hold it there for now. So that we can start trying to get our life together with the other side. So, gonna snip off another, I think it's 4 inches this time. There we are. Ooh, it's giveaway time. It sure is. Let me get this wire stabilized. Sorry, I don't mean to be lying to y'all, being like, yeah, the 1 hour mark. But we got a late start today. It's been an adventurous adventure. Okay. I don't know why that one wire is just boinging out all weird. Don't know what got into it, but we'll tame it yet. So there we are. I'm just smushing that down. See? We've got this. We can do it. Do, 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 do. Do, do, you've got this. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 you've got this. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 you've got this. Do, 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 do. So just do a wrap and give a smush. Because sometimes if you can just get your wires behaving, huh? Randy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd said something. Gotcha. But this first wrapping does not have to be pretty. We just need to get these wires to where they're pretending like they're behaving. Allison, right? Ah, hey, Dancing Tree. It has been a minute. Holy crap. But yeah, so we can just get that started. And then give it some smooshies. And I'm actually going to trim off that extra a little bit. So again, it's not perfect, but we don't need it to be right now. We need it to just hold its shape. And that's actually hugging the sides of the stone really well. So down here, we can brace that with our thumb and then kind of split these guys either way. I think we are just going to do the spiral, the split and spiral. So I'm going to measure 2 finger lengths past the edge of the stone. And I've actually had a few people be like kind of tart with me in the comments, and they're like, not everybody's fingers are the same width. And I'm like, wrap your own wrap. Use your darn hands. You've got this. Like, holy crap, I'm a human. Just leave me alone. But I think I was having a rough day. But yeah, and so on me, my 2 fingers side by side is about 1.5 inches. But just gauge it. Like, I don't know. And so I'm starting to get that spiral going. There we are. Now we come in from the other side. I don't know if My thing is still showing comments. There we go. Okay. So last call, real quick, you guys. If any of you want to participate in today's giveaway, we're going to be giving away one of our $10 cab boxes, like off of our Craft Along Club. Snarky towards right, Doty? And that's the thing is like, it's so difficult for tone to convey correctly through the internet, first off. So I do try to be patient with that, but some of these messages, it's like, y'all, seriously, just reread what you have written. And I feel like a monster for losing my patience, but it's like, well, you know, some of y'all need shook. Not y'all, but like some people. Okay, I'm gonna angle it down just a little bit more because I don't want the thick end, like I don't want it falling out the bottom. I love loopy spiral things. They feel less rigid and stiff. They move more natural. Yeah, for sure, Sarah. Okay, so now from here, this is where it's going to be a little bit difficult. Is I've already kind of smushed everything to make it close to each other. So I just want to open up that wire a little bit. Julie making jump rings. So this may actually be a good spot to have used like maybe a 28 gauge round, but I want to try to be consistent with the wire shapes and sizes used in this piece. So I'm just pushing through just enough here that I can pin that between the wires with my fingers, and then pulling it down and then feeding it up and through. And the main thing with half round wire is to just want you don't want to like get any twists in it, because I mean, unless you do, but typically whenever I'm doing wraps like this, that's what I'm trying to avoid at all costs, is to just not get any twists in it. And oddly enough, if you've ever done any leather lacing with their half round lace, like any leather stitching with their half round lace, very similar concept of just making sure, following it with your finger to make sure that it's following that same plane, that there's no twists in it or anything like that. The way the wires come out on the top now, it looks like the pendant has antlers. It kind of does. Oh, I don't know, Caslin. If I were more proficient at metalworking, I think that'd be really cool to be able to incorporate some antlers onto a piece. Because I could probably like saw it or something out of sheet copper. So now I'm going to come in with my flat nose pliers on the narrow side and just try to make sure that these guys, the spiral and our frame wire, are sitting side by side, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want one stacked on top of the other. I want them to be beside each other. This seems to be working. So I'm going to flip it over. I hate to waste wire, but this is where we are. Like, it's always a fine balance between I don't want to waste anything, but I also want to give myself enough to work with. This is an interesting angle. So I'm going to sit this on the table and come in just using my flat nose pliers to kind of push that end in and down. There we are, just like that. So that's how the back's looking. Now we can line those back up. That's it from the side, nice and blurry. Ooh, oh, Caslin, that'd be so cool. And then that's the back. And we're going to test fit our stone again, because that's always a good idea. Excellent, 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 excellent. And that's holding it in nicely on the back. Oh, that's true, Mary Hart. Using the shorter bits for making small bead dangle wraps. That's very true. Very, very true. Okay. So now this has brittled up enough that I don't want to be using it for the other side. I want to start with nice, fresh, soft wire. And I'm just going to zoom back out because I don't trust myself to not stay in frame. There we are. Just feeding through between those two wires again, making sure I've got enough to kind of hold on to. Grabbing and pulling through, then grabbing, pushing, grabbing, and pulling through. And again, trying to be real careful to not get any mischievous little twists in the wire, because that really can make stuff just get complicated. And I find it gives me a little bit more control to do half wraps at a time. Like that way I'm not looping it around the entire thing. I kind of loop it over the top. And then I focus on trying to feed it through the bottom. Okay. Let's see if we can't go ahead and give it a little bit of a smush here. And just see how that does us. Ooh, I'd love to do something like that, Sandra. I feel like I need to get a little bit better at doing that style of wrap before before leading a tutorial on it. Though I don't know, all it takes sometimes is just like one person saying something rude. But like one time, like a year and a half ago, somebody was mean to me, and I haven't been making tutorials right ever since then. And that sounds so dorky to say out loud, but it was just the right time, I guess, or the wrong time, however you see it, like whichever way you look at it. But whatever that person said just really, really cut straight to the core, and I was like, you know, you're right. You know, I have done this before. This isn't original. This isn't, you know, and so it just, I don't know, it kind of took the steam out of me. And I'm trying to get back to myself. And, you know, but I don't know if people want to see, you know, super simple wraps that are redundant and very, very similar, but just slightly different from something that I've done before in a tutorial. Because after about 800 videos, it does get kind of challenging, especially with stuff like chainmail too, where there's only so many weaves, to make a tutorial that is unique, if that makes sense. Hey Derpy Pigeon, how's it going? Sorry, I'm wrapping this and not paying as much attention to the comments as what I normally do. So I'm just getting that piece tucked as well. Oh gosh, Kate says someone in 3rd grade said, look how weird she looks when she eats, and it might not have even been about me, and I'm 46 and I still worry about how I look when I eat. Oh my gosh. Kate, like, my heart is with you. Same. Like, not on that in particular, but just that mood. Okay. Our little wire. There we go. If that bottom part gets out of whack, just scooch it back. Okay. So we've stabilized the back, and I feel confident enough to be able to walk away from this piece to do the giveaway without coming back and being like, well, what was I doing? There we go. Okay, y'all ready for a giveaway? Super late giveaway. Ruh-roh. Okay. Let's take it to the other room. Oh, there's my camping cat keeping all my gear good and covered in fur. Hey, Randy. How's it going?
I just fall asleep.
You fell asleep? Fall asleep, baby. What are we giving away? That's fair.
Perhaps I did fall asleep. What are y'all talking about? That I was being teased for how I smelled?
What? I have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so today's giveaway is a complete surprise because they're wrapped. So I don't know what's in there. But it can be yours. But this is, it's the contents of one of our $10 craft-along kits from a previous month. So if you would like to win this, go and leave a comment on last week's live stream. Hey, puppy. Aw, Sandra says, by the way, you and Randy are an adorable couple. Oh, thanks.
Alright, so we had 70 to start with.
Okay.
We now have 92.
Woo! May the odds ever be in your favor.
You ready?
Yes. Okay, so we are at commentpicker.com/YouTube, and we put in the link to the video, and then we filter duplicate users. That way, you know, one person can't go and comment like 500 times. And though actually, we might start doing it just to get our user engagement up to get YouTube to like actually show people our videos.
You ready?
Yeah. And then we click start. So I'm gonna set this there, and I'm gonna go like this. Dodie Johnson, holy crap! She says I don't always catch the lives, but I watch them eventually. I love the wire wraps. Congratulations, Dodie Johnson! You are a winner, chicken dinner. If you send us an email to backearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like for us to ship this to, will you do all the info and stuff on that? It is Dodie Johnson, D-O-D-I. Sorry, I don't mean to pronounce poorly. I don't know when that even was. I haven't been able to watch it any times. Oh, goodness, tweet. Yeah, Dodie, congratulations. Send us that email and we'll get it shipped out to you today. So, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, and then, ooh, do y'all want to see what's in the kiln? What's the temperature? It's 203 degrees. It's cool enough to open.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take it. I'm actually going to switch it off. And, oh my goodness. Look at those, y'all. So these are some of the cabs that will be going out in our craft-along kits, as well as into our shop updates. They're still too hot to touch, but you can kind of see. No, it's way too hot, babe.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I love the ones like that one, and we've got so many shimmer, and like that one there. Oof, I love it. Let's see. Ooh, look at those blues. Ah. Do we have like an oven mitt or something? Ouch. Ouch. Ah. Ouch. It's too hot. I can't get to it, but they're so pretty. And there's like a whole thing of them. Yeah, pot holders. If we can take the... Don't wave me with your pot hold hand.
Let's do it this way. Put them over here.
Okay. Use that as a trivet. Yee! Randy's gonna use his pot hold hands.
Let's do it this way. Put them over here. Okay. Use that as a trivet. 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 Use that as a trivet.
Oh, right on, Christy. Dancing traces. Stop now. Do not burn yourself. That's fair. Randy's got his little, God, our sad looking oven mitts. Oh, there's a whole nother tray. Sarah says, what's the difference between the tiers? Just the more,
The more you pay,
the more you pay, the more you get, basically. There's actually videos on each of the pages that give you a tour of what you can expect in your box. If you lick your fingers, don't lick your fingers. There's chemicals and stuff in there. Randy's made of... Well, I haven't shown him yet. Can I Google? I know. Oh my gosh, look at that one. 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 Wait, what's in that one? Is there like a little... There's a little line in that one. That's weird. There's a little... Why are these lines in my calves? Okay. But is it super... I'm sorry if it's super pixelated, you guys. This is just life now.
Oh, those came out nice. Do we have another thing? Mm.
You can set it here on the edge.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got cold film posts.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Oh, look at those turquoise toned. And we've got a little color mixing going on here because I wanted to do some like mermaid looking stuff. Ouch. Oh, the blues in that one. Oh, the turquoise. Oh, the two-toned blues. Oh. Okay, so I'm pretty excited, you guys, about that. Randy, did we decide not to... Oh, look at that cat. Oh, I made a noise and disturbed her. Did we decide to not do a shop update while we're backpacking?
Yes.
Okay, so we aren't going to be having a shop update this week. Like, normally we update the shop on, like, Friday, show off the stuff in Saturday's member exclusive stream, and then announce it publicly to everybody on Sunday in our newsletter. How'd you make the round ones? Piles of frit? Actually, for those ones, we just did, like, we cut, like, squares, and then we stack them, and then they just melt, and the surface tension brings them into being a little bit rounder. So that's pretty cool. But, we did update the calendar on our website with all of our, when we're going to have new tutorials, when we're going to have premieres, because since we're going to be gone 2 weekends this month, hiding in the woods, yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Do you keep a list of how you do these cabs so you can replicate them again? Kind of. That's kind of what our daily vlog is over on the Vonster vlog. Like, I kind of capture that a little bit. I do keep track of all of our firing schedules, but I really should keep better track. But some of the glass was gifted to us. It's really easy to keep track if it's like the frit, because I can be like, well, I blended these two colors with this size scoop, so like these proportions. But with the sheet glass, I get a lot of mixed packs and stuff. So I try to document the process, but they don't always label the packs individually whenever you get them in a mixed pack. So I'm like, I don't know what color this is. I don't know how to reorder this. So next time, make oval turquoise, please. I'm willing to wait a month or so if need be. They would be for spring 2021 inventory. Right on. We'll keep that in mind. I think that's what I want to do for October, is do like a bunch of like turquoise and sky blues, and then with like autumn coppers, like antique coppers and autumn golds and oranges and stuff. I think that'd be pretty neat. Is that thunder or the neighbors?
I hope it's the neighbors.
Okay. Oh, okay. Back to wire wrapping. Hey, kitty. I love our cats just laying about. Okay, so now on this piece, I'm going to kind of get my fingernail in there, maybe. Oh man, that is snug as a bug. Come on. There we go. So I got the very tip of our narrowest side of our flat nose pliers in there, and I've got a solid grasp on it, and I'm trying to get it just as close to the coil wrap down at the bottom. And I'm going to brace with my thumb up here kind of at the shoulder of the piece, and I'm going to bend like that. And now I'm going to come in here and do that same thing on the other side. Just trying to get between those. What's up, my love?
We got about 30 minutes before we gotta go get your haircut.
Okay. Pressing it down, bracing the same point on the shoulder.
Did you get tired out?
And what this does is it helps keep those bends consistent. If you give it symmetrical points of resistance and then bend in the same spot with the same width of tool, that's how you can get that symmetry. So now that we've done that, and we'll smush it up against the face of our stone. And you can tweak it just a little bit more if you want.
I can see her smile a bit better.
I know, right? She's just smug. Bye, Pie. Have a good day. Hey, Peggy. Well, I'm really glad you like what we're doing. Rebel says making glass cabs is super addictive. It super is, Rebel. Like 100%. Okay, and now I'm going to come in with my 2mm stepped flat nose pliers. And I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to grab it just a little further out than I did my other bend. And I'm going to brace it in the same point. And I'm going to bend just a bit. And that's how you can get that, hopefully, nice scaling of the wire. So again, just trying to keep it symmetrical about the points of contact. There we go. Ooh, I love that. And now from here, we may even, using these same pliers, come in, and this is just like in my a simple wave ring tutorial. You just offset by a little bit. So up here, I was grabbing with the top edge of my pliers there. Here I was doing it there. Here I was doing it there. So I staggered it out, like stair-stepped it out just a little bit each time. And that can really help your little bends to kind of line up like they like each other. Oh, well, thanks, Shepherdess. I forgot it was Tuesday. It's surprising how easy that is to do sometimes. Getting just a little bit of that wave going, and I just wanted it to be distributed enough that it's hugging the stone, like, oh, a little hug on its butt. So there we go. Like, who doesn't love some good butt hugs? Like, for reals. Never mind, don't answer that. Okay, so now, how in the heck, how are we gonna do the bail on this, y'all? Oh, that would, Becca. A woven bail would be really neat. Because I kind of want all of these other wires to just, like, stay, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to try to scooch this goobery, like, buggered up bit down. to make room for the wrapping that we're going to keep. We can do this. Woo! Come on. Sorry, trying to hype myself up. Well, I've forgotten how to drink out of a water bottle. There is no water all over my glasses and on my nose. That's what I get, I guess, for psyching myself up. Oh, goodness. Okay. Michelle says, you want to twist any of the wires? I don't know yet. I do not know. Okay, so let's go ahead and so now that we've used this goobery wire to get it all like, yes, exactly like how we want it to be sitting, and they're all sitting next to each other and behaving, it's very good. Now we're going to come through with the wraps that we're going to keep. Let me turn this other light on. There we are. This is hematite. It's a big old honkin' chonkin' piece of hematite. And I'm actually going to do the bend on my pliers initially. And I like to come up to where the thickness of the pliers is very similar to the thickness of the 18 gauge wire. That way we can just go ahead and make a nice bend, nice squared off piece. Just bringing that around. Feeding it through. Oopsie. Okay. Let me get some of these. I don't need all these pliers out, do I? Do I? Don't I? There we go. Ooh, this cat toy. Okay. There they are. And now we can kind of cinch that down. And we can give that a smush. And now from here, I'm going to grab with my pliers on either end and kind of pull it tighter, just because I really, really, really want this to be like nice and snug. So it can be a little bit fiddly here to start with, but that's okay. And I do like to, do you see how I gave it kind of that little bit of bend in the wire? Whenever we do that, and then come through and loop it and pull it down, typically it helps it to kind of settle and nestle right there. And smoosh. And I'm gonna just fold this around a little bit more. And so much of this can feel intimidating and daunting because there's all these other wires hanging out everywhere, and it's just like, what are we even doing? How do I move forward from here? It can feel very overwhelming, y'all, and that's normal. Just focus on the wrap that you're doing right this minute. Like, baby step it down to as absolutely small as you need it to be, and then take it one loop at a time, one coil at a time. Because like right now, I don't see this mess on my desk. I only have eyes for this 1/2 inch spot of like boop right here. And that that helps me personally to not get overwhelmed. So sometimes that tunnel vision can be a good thing. Sometimes it gets me into trouble, but yeah, that's wire wrapping, right? There we go. And I'm going to get in here and I'm going to kind of snip that just as flush as we can. There we are. And then I'm going to bring this one around, get it fed through. Oops. There we are. What you doing to that cat? And I'm going to get in here, snip. Okay, and now from here, we can start removing the wrapping. I'm very hesitant at this point to just start cutting stuff, but here I am just cutting stuff. There it goes. Because I don't want to mess up the wire underneath. So if I get to snipping, it's probably going to be on the back side. So I'm just kind of removing the boogered up wire. There we go. And this is another reason why I do kind of like the bare copper wire from Parawire, because you can, what on earth is that noise?
That's Z chewing on his toes.
He makes that sound like those are the best toes in the whole house. You know?
Do what?
He's just going to town on those toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it can be a little tricky. Oh, and those last 3 wraps actually look pretty good. We might leave them. Just scooch them down a bit. Maybe. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Okay, I'm trying to get in here. There we go. Because I do want all these little bits and pieces and stuff to be just nice and flush and smush and good. Same thing on this side. I want to kind of get in there, make everything nice and flush and smush and good. There we are. And there we are. Okay. So before I decide to keep those 3 wires, I am going to see how far down I can smush it on this side, because I do want to keep it symmetrical if I can. And I do have some fine tip pliers for this. Oh, well, hey Mez, how's it going? Thank you so much for your kindness. Like, truly, y'all's kindness does make our world go round. I hope y'all know that this is a brighter world with y'all in it. So, thank you. Just for being you and hanging out. That's for all our lurkers. All y'all. Hey, Ashiri. He is in there in the, he's on the big computer in the main craft room.
Reading the comments.
Reading the comments and moderating for me. There we are. That one actually came down a little further than the other one. That's alright. We can tweak that later. So now from here, let's see. maybe we can bend this front one down like that. And then maybe we can come in right here and bend that one up. And maybe we can take this one here even further back and bend it up. So we get a little bit of that like staggered effect. And that it mostly serves the purpose of just getting all that crap out of the way. Ah! 15 minutes. Well, as the hair appointment itself is at 4:30, but the stream does end at 4, but oh, we're pushing it, aren't we? Because I really want to finish this piece. Ah! Might have to take you all to my hair appointment with me. And actually, that's not the kind of thing I would just bring on somebody. I might talk to my hairdresser about it if they get the same lady as last time. She actually seemed pretty interested in jewelry making. I think her name was Laura. I'm always making friends with like the same name. Or very, 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 very similar name. Because it's like, because I'll meet somebody and be like, and, you know, and we'll like hit it off and I'll be like, oh my God, what's your name? Like, let's be friends on Facebook and stuff. And they'll be like, oh, my name's Christina. And I'm like, of course it is. All my favorite people are named Christina. Like, yeah. So, I don't know what it is. Christina. But truly, though, like, it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something. Something in the way she moves. Oops. Okay. Derpy. Bye, Sarah. I'll be posting a picture of this whenever it's done on Instagram, whether we finish it in the stream or not. Which hopefully, I'm gonna do less chit chat and more wire wrapping. That's not true. I can't do less chit chat. I think I had started to mention a little bit earlier that we won't be doing a shop update this weekend, but we do still have, I think, just a couple of cabs left over from this weekend's shop update. So I don't know, all y'all with the auction and everything, y'all have cleared us out. Like, thank you guys so much for helping us have such a good week. How many wraps did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Anita says I've seen 2 other Anitas on here, right? And then I'll be friends with somebody and think their name is one thing in my head, Allison, and just be like, all the ding dong day, just be like, yeah, well, my friend blah blah blah, and it's like, that's not my name. It's like, what? What do you mean? What? It's not. So. Like, it just feels like a real life episode of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Speaking of that, Randy and I were at a rave one time, and Randy would just kind of like come with me to the raves, and I'd like stand off in the back corner and like hula hoop, and he'd just like sit in the back corner and watch. And there was some dude at a rave in Iowa that was carrying around plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, like just a wooden board with like a face drawn on it, and him and Randy just like sat in the corner together. Like, what? Man, what an interesting weekend. But it wasn't just like some random board with some random face drawn on it. It was like Plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. So, but yeah. Oh, good times. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to be real symmetrical on this side. Let's see how well it works. Sometimes I feel like a dog laying down with my wire wrapping. Like I'll turn it around 3 times before doing something that I could have just as easily done on the first turnabout. Anita says, years back when I subbed at a high school, I had an English class that had 6 girls named Michelle. Holy smokes. Katrina says, as an Iowan, I am not surprised. Oh, goodness. Right, Christina? Okay. So.
Oh, crap.
What's up, love?
I just read Nightbot.
Ah. Brady's gonna go through and touch up Nightbot, make sure that it's not just yelling stuff from our last auction at people. Okay. So. Do we do the weavy weave? I think we do. Where's Mo? Let's see. 28 gauge is going to be easier on the fingers. There it is. 28 gauge. What time is it? 3:51. Let's see how much of a bale we can get done in 9 minutes. And I am pulling off 2 full arm spans. I'm going to come in here, and I almost hate to cover up the really pretty square wire with coiling, but I think we'll just have to deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get that stabilized, smushed, and normally I wouldn't waste a little bit of wire, but I need it to be like very specifically just 5 weaves because that's all I can fit and still make it look symmetrical and nice. So smush. Slide it on down. And I think this is what you all meant by the corset look, where we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm actually gonna do 4 and 5. And I'm gonna bring the wire or the camera in closer. Michael's is having a clearance event. I can't even think about it. Oops. And of course I brought the camera down too low. So now I get to go back up. And I just weave in a little bit of a figure 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see I'm coming out on the back side, so we wrap around to the front side. And that's where we get that figure 8. And at least that's why I call this a figure 8 weave. I think other folks here on YouTube and in the wire wrapping communities call it a corset weave, but 3, 4, 5. Because in my mind, I don't know why, but I call this a 5-beat figure 8. So I do 1, 2, 3, whoop, whack the camera. 4, wait, is that 3 or 4? 4, 5. So that's the 5 beats, and then we do the figure 8. So typically on this design, I do a 2-beat figure 8 where we wrap, wrap, go across, wrap, wrap, go across. Oh no, Phyllis. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm a person with like a difficult to pronounce name, or at least a less common name, that it's like I've always just had a sense of humor about it, you know. That, and I say words like documentary wrong, but so I don't know. But there are ways of correcting people without just being flat out rude. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do from here. She says ideal instead of idea. Right on. Darlene says, I'm so happy to finally caught your live stream. Hey, Darlene. I love your work. You're part of the reason that I started wire jewelry again. All right, on. Well, thanks for joining us today. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the wider of a beat, I guess, that you give your figure 8 weave, the more of that kind of corseted look that you can get. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't rightly know how to move forward from this. Like, do we start splitting it off? What do we do? I have a deal. What time is it? Oh, we got 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I have idea. I don't know. So I'm kind of bringing it in a little closer. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go around. 1, 2. And on the decrease, like whenever the wire's slanting down, I do try to use my finger to hold it in place. That way it's not just following the tension down. Okay, so I'm bringing that in. Wrapping around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrapping around. 1, 2, whoops. 3, 4, 5. Looks like I got a little bit off the pattern, a couple back. That's life though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and oops, 5. Yeah, if I don't use my finger to pin it, you can see how it kind of slides down. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to smoosh that down, and now I'm going to try to get these 2 wires to be side by side like they are friends. And I'm going to just wrap a few times around both of them. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is something that you can also smoosh just like that. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And we could just keep on wrapping like that. And I think I'm gonna, let's bring that forward and that forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And see, we got some long spread on that one. We can just smush it up, pull tight, and smush. You want to be careful with that because if you don't keep your tension even, you can get some really wonky stuff going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ouch, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shepherdess. Liz, they can wait till this thing's done. I'm gonna go just a couple minutes over. Oops, because I do want to finish this piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. And smush. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to split it just a bit, and I'm going to do like 5 rotations on just one, just to bind it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smush that all down together, give it a nice tight little cinch, and snip, and smush. Okay, so now, let's see if we can find our mandrel. I'm going to bend this forward. I'm going to place our mandrel a little forward of where it got boogery. And I'm just going to bend that around. Ah, I did too much coiling. So I actually needed to have stopped the coiling like right there. So let's get in here with our fine-tipped pliers. Give that a snip. Let's see if we can undo a little bit of that work that we've done. Oh, that time when you smush too good. Okay. So let's unravel our work. I'm actually going to zoom out so y'all can see what's going on in my hands. Hey, Brooke, Dodie Johnson won. I think it's just grand. Whoop, and there it goes. Okay, to our snipped mark. I'm going to see if we can't unwrap just a little further. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, oops, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know what good counting does me, except for that I like doing it. Okay, so from here, I'm going to split and do the 5 wraps. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it is nice and stable. Whoops, I don't even know what that was. Some wire, I suppose. We've got that nice and smushed. And I'm going to leave my mandrel in there while I bend these wires a little bit more towards the front, because we're going to get weird with it. I know, doggy, right? Okay. I'm going to bring the camera back down. So we have these 2 wires that are going off to the sides. I'm going to just wrap around that one. And snip. And wrap around that one. Nice and tight. and snip. And now we can come in and actually close that and make it look a little bit like a loop. And then still here at the top, but I'm going to press down just a little bit. I'm going to come up and then come down. With our pliers. Huh? Sorry, babe. And then on these front two, I'm just going to twist it up and around. And I'm going to try, let's see if we can snip them back just a bit. To get them fed through the center there, towards the front. Okay, so there's one. Oh, I hope that comes out in the right spot. It is. Excellent. Grab it and pulling it on through. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. And just folding off to the sides. So I kind of don't want too much happening here on the back, but we gotta do something with something. So I'm using that bend. Sorry, don't mean to be out of frame. Sorry. I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing that it's just, you know. So I'm using that to bend against, and now I'm gonna snip just about, you know, 1/4 of an inch past where it crosses. And I'm going to use my round nose pliers to kind of just make that little cinch. So it's just wrapping around, making sure everything's still ish. With our wires. Okay. And now here on the front side, actually remove that. I'm going to bring this down, and then with my thumb kind of guide and wrap so it comes following the curve of everything, and then do I want to join those right there with like a nice like 6mm with like a 6mm hematite like right there, and then just finish it off with some spirals on the sides, except for I don't know where a 6mm hematite is. We can make those faces again. Um, kind of like that though. So to do that, I'm actually going to grab up some 20 gauge wire. Let me do a quick rummage through my scrap beads. Oops. Something in the way she moves. Rummage, 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 rummage. Oh, I know I've got to have it. Ouch. Bead somewhere. Ouch, sorry. Sorry. I'm just dragging the tripod with me. Okay, so if not hematite, something. Give me something pretty. I'm imagining it might have been faster to have just gone and found the hematite tray. Show me what you got. Found you, bugger. I knew I had one in here. Okay. Okay, that's my dirty floor. And my foot. Okay, so I'm... no. 8mm garnet, too big. 6mm hematite, perfect. So I'm going to come in with some 20 gauge, about 5 inches of it. 6 inches, why not? I'm going to thread that bead on. You can position that just so. And I'm going to try to fit in like 3 wraps around our 18 gauge square with our 20 gauge round. We can actually scooch the bead off. It'll be okay. We can get to the hair appointment on time. I want to finish this so bad. Okay, so we've gotten that side. So now we can go nice and tight. There's 1. There's 2. And 3. Pushing that around. Not quite as high up as I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, and now from here, let's go about that far out on each side. Normally, y'all, I've started sending out newsletter emails. If you go to our website and sign up for our newsletter, we were running all sorts of late today, so that did not happen. But That way you don't have to rely on the YouTube notifications. So if you guys want to, you can sign up for our newsletter on our website. It's free, and it gets you our weekly newsletters as well as updates when we have new live streams and different things, or new live streams, new tutorials, all sorts of stuff. Y'all, I like it. I like it a bunch. We might be able to do some more beads up in there, but I think for now I'm just gonna leave it as is because I'm gonna go get my hair done. But that's pretty cool. A little messy in the back, that's fine. Prototype for sure. I'll experiment with this a little bit more and shoot a tutorial for y'all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. If you like our work and want to support the creation of more of it, please consider joining our Craft Along Club. Links for everything should be down in the video description. Thank you guys so much, though, for hanging out and for everything. I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm so excited. We will see you all. We have a tutorial coming out this Sunday, but it is not a premiere. We will not be having a Saturday exclusive stream because hopefully I will be lost deep in the woods of somewhere in Wisconsin. I don't even know if it's northern Wisconsin. I don't know where I'm going. But we will see y'all next Tuesday. So happy crafting, guys. Bye.